Hey guys, Michael K. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel. But today we're going to do a little range testing on the Ride1Up. And you can see we got full, fresh off the battery charger, got a full charge on the bike. Going to go with about mid power setting. And just kind of cruise around the soccer fields here. But nothing major. Like I said, it'll be pretty much flat roads. Just kind of do a range test on pretty much level ground. Just see what kind of range we can get out of this thing. But again, picked up this little Ride1Up 500 series mountain bike from the guys at Ride1Up, and so far, man, it has been freaking awesome. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of range testing and go ahead and see what type of range we can get out of this thing. Go and do this loop around the soccer field. See how far it is. Hitting 0.01 so far. Again, nothing crazy, just pretty much level ground. Okay, no bikes. Oh my gosh, no bikes. Crap. That sucks. We get to get out in traffic here. Yay me. All right, so didn't know they had a no bike policy there at the soccer field, so that changes the game plan up a little bit. Down the roads with all the traffic is what I didn't want to do. But it is what it is. Now they do have some bike trails down through here, so this might work out for the better. Again, we're recording today with the GoPro Hero 7 Black in 1080p with the video hyper smooth stabilization on. So far I've been pretty pleased with how that's worked out. And I did, like I said, I did opt for the upgraded computer on this, which is nice. Gives you a little bit more information, a little bit more telemetry, trip, your actual odometer, your miles per hour, wattage output. And it does give you a little bit more fine-tuned settings as far as you have 9 different power settings, which is pretty cool. Versus the standard computer that comes with it, you just have basically a low, medium, high power setting, 3 different settings. Which, truth be known, that's really all you would need. But for 79 bucks, I believe at the time of buying this, that's what the price was. $79 upgrade, and I think it's worth every penny. So this is our Volkswagen plant. But Volkswagen has come in, and they've actually made a very nice mountain bike trails, mountain bike park, a nature park, walking trails. So it's been really cool that they've come in here and done all that. So I got my son out there playing soccer, practicing soccer for an hour and a half. So I was going to ride this thing for an hour and a half, just see what kind of mileage I get out of it, how far I can go, and battery depletion. Yeah, we did not realize that they would not allow bikes at the soccer fields, which is pretty cool because that was probably about only maybe a 1.5 to 2 mile loop, and that would have got pretty annoying to where I think we can go right down here and hit some trails, and depending on what time they close, I know they're pretty stringent upon that. So here are our Enterprise South Nature Park that we're entering. We need to see what their hours of operation are. Oh, so pretty cool. Nice to know that it's just a short little bike ride away from dropping the kiddo off at the soccer fields. But so far, this Ride1Up has been a pretty cool bike. Been pretty pleased with it. Definitely love the maneuverability over the, like I said, the only other e-bike I've ever owned is the Rad Rover, and for under $1,000, this bike has simply been amazing. So I've been super pleased with it. Link in the description below if you want to learn more about this bike. I'll put a link in the description below. And also, if you want to pick one up for a small discount, use Don't Rough It, and that's a discount code for you. But again, just doing some light battery testing on this. Got it in, there's 9 speeds altogether. Definitely feel a different power output at 9, obviously. But we're just cruising along at 5. Keeps you humming along pretty good on level ground at about 15, 16 miles an hour. All right, this is one of the trails that I may opt to ride. I know sometimes e-bikes get a lot of flack for being an e-bike. Essentially, you're cheating. But for me, I'd actually looked at mountain bikes just to get some exercise in. And of course, I stumbled upon the e-bikes. Love technology, so it intrigued me, went with it. And the thing is, they're just so fun to ride that unless you're just a hardcore advocate mountain biker to where you and your buddies are riding 3-4 times a week, just a casual user, you really don't. Wait, which way am I going? Kind of cool. But like I was saying, the casual user mountain bike, you get excited, you ride it decent amount when you first get it, then the new wears off, you realize it's actually a lot of work and you don't ride it anymore. E-bike, totally different story. So freaking fun to ride it. You can't wait to get it out and ride it. So the newness just has never wore off, which is very cool. So I'm always looking for a reason to get out and ride. Hi. Totally cheating here. But much more nimble than the fat tire bikes. So for these trails, this bike has been much more pleasurable to ride. I could say the Rad Rover probably win hands down, like beach cruising, obviously. Or like behind my house, there's a lot of woods with trees that have fallen, stuff like that, sticks, a lot more not groomed trails that you can just kind of lug along, and it would serve a better purpose for that type of riding. But it's nice to be able to keep some of the power through the curves to where you can't really pedal. So you might have a little uphill, slight curve to your right or left, and you can just kind of roll into the throttle and keep the power going and not have to worry about pedals hitting where you're trying to go around a curve. Very nice. A lot of throttle usage right through these whoop-de-doos and curves and everything. God, it's just so fun. You can see how nice Enterprise South is. Very well maintained, very well groomed trails. They rotate the direction every other day. So like Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, we go this direction. And Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, traffic goes this way. So you never have to worry about oncoming traffic on this trail, which is pretty reassuring. A lot of cool little bridges. Okay, right at Fork. I think I remember going this way one other time. Rode these trails one other time, that's it. Alright. Chain jumped the tracks. And we should be good to go again. Oop. All right. Oh, look at that deer. I don't know if you can see that or not. Right there. Deer. I see you, little buddy. Cool. Little wildlife on the trip. But this test did not turn out the way I intended. I figured it would just be, I just wanted to go for a flat level kind of cruising range. A lot of pedal assist, not a lot of throttle. It actually turned into a trail ride with a ton of throttle usage, a lot of uphill, a lot of downhill, a lot of pedal assist, a lot of everything. The consistent factor is I've kept it in power mode 5, but I have been heavy on the throttle to where you'll get a little bit better mileage out of pedal assist, just simply because it's just so freaking fun to be able to throttle through these corners and maintain good momentum. All right, well, here we are on the Samsung. Wind's probably terrible. Running 17 miles an hour. See if we've gone 12.6 miles, still have 2 bars left. Been in the 5th power setting. The GoPro gave up on me. Still got about 3 miles to go back to the soccer fields. So when I get back there, we'll pick back up, see where we're at, and update from there. All right, folks, there you have it. Soccer practice is over. Made it back. Fixing to throw her back on the bike rack. And now I backed her down to 2 just because I've been kind of pedaling along with my son. But I pretty much kept it on 5. Well, I did have it on 5. Every bit of 17.2 miles. So still got 2 bars left. Still showing 2 bars on the battery. But yeah, that was not the kind of the test I was expecting. Didn't expect to be going off-road. But it definitely outlasted the GoPro. So 17.6, still have 2 bars. I think it has a total of maybe 5 bars. So who knows, probably don't know if I can double that mileage, but I'd say easily another 10. And I was definitely a lot of throttle action, a lot of hills, a lot more hills than I was wanting to kind of test with the bike, because I was wanting to see kind of a long-term range, just taking it easy. But anyhow, thanks for stopping by this channel. Be sure and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we will see you in the next one.